Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tom. Today we're going to talk about one of the great unsung bands from the mid-60s, the Lovin Spoonful. Lovin Spoonful formed in Greenwich Village in the mid-60s, formed by songwriter, singer John Sebastian, guitarist Zal Yanowski, Steve Boone on bass, and Joe Butler on drums, who also sung some tunes on some of their albums. When a lot of people think of the Spoonful, I think they just think of them as kind of a singles act from the mid-60s. But to me, they were more than that. I mean, they really advanced folk music with their jug band roots. They had blues, they had pop, they had rock. I think they're up there, at least from 65 to 67 with the Byrds and the Buffalo Springfield. But anyway, between late 65 and late 66, the Spoonful put out 7 top 10 hits. They also put out 4 full-length albums and 2 soundtracks. That's pretty remarkable for 2 years. So let's dive into it here. Let's get into the discography of the Spoonful. And their first album, Do You Believe in Magic, came out in late 65. Of course, it has the hits, the title track, Younger Girl, and also Did You Ever Have to Make Up Your Mind? And this is a real varied album. It kind of from the start shows the Spoonful's variation. You got Blues in the Bottle, Sportin' Life, which is kind of a slow blues. You got My Gal, which rocks. You Baby, with a great vocal by Joe Butler, the drummer. And Wild About My Lovin', which other people have covered. Other Side of This Life, which other people have covered. I think the Airplane did that as well. On the Road Again, and then it ends with this just harmonica workout. Night Owl Blues with a great harmonica solo from Sebastian. Some great guitar lead work from Zally, as they used to call him. So this is a great album. To me, this is almost a 5-star record and should be in any collection. So the first Lovin Spoonful album, Do You Believe in Magic, from late 65. A few months later, in early 66, the Spoonful put out another great record, Daydream, which has, of course, the title track. Has some of my favorite songs of theirs. Didn't Want to Have to Do It, one of John Sebastian's most great ballads. Also one of my favorite singles of theirs, You Didn't Have to Be So Nice. Also a great song sung by Joe Butler, the drummer, Butchie's Tune, which I think was the flip side of Summer in the City. Also jug band music, another great one. Let the Boy Rock and Roll. I mean, the whole album is just fantastic. Of course, it's on the Kama Sutra label. That's what they were signed to. I think this is one of the coolest labels from that era. It's the whole design of it. The old Kama Sutra label. And so after that album came out, in later 66, they put out, I think, which is probably their best album, Pretty Flawless, The Hums of the Lovin Spoonful. Starts out with Lovin' You, which was kind of a minor hit. Best Friends, Voodoo in the Basement, Darling Companion, Henry Thomas. Full Measure is a great tune, again sung by Joe Butler. And then side 2 has some of John Sebastian's greatest songs ever, Rain on the Roof, Coconut Grove, Nashville Cats. Ends with Summer in the City, one of the great songs from 66 and the mid-60s. I would give this just about a 5-star. This is their third album. So after this album came out, Zally got busted for drugs. He was out of the band, and they pulled in Jerry Yester, who later produced Tim Buckley's Happy, Sad, and other albums. I can't think of it at the tip of my tongue, but anyway, he came in here, and this album wasn't a total disaster. I'd say 3/4 of it is really good. It has Younger Generation, which Sebastian sung at Woodstock, along with Darlin' Be Home Soon, which was on another album. Some great hits, She Is Still a Mystery, 6 O'Clock. A wide range of stuff. They were kind of adding some orchestration at this point. And some backup singers on Try a Little Bit. Another great song I really like too, sung by Joe Butler, Old Folks, is fantastic. Another song, Money, by Sebastian, is fantastic. Just another great album from the Spoonful. And after this, Sebastian left the band. And good old Butler carried on only in name with this album, Revolution 69. Look at this cover here. Check out this cover. They're running with the lions naked. Pretty crazy, huh? There are a few decent songs on here. Never Going Back is a great ballad. I think these are all all these songs are written by outside writers. Another song called Me About You is pretty good, but the whole album is kind of mediocre. But if you're a completist like me with a spoonful, you know, you got to have it in the collection. So, and then in between 65, 67, they put out a couple of soundtracks. One of Woody Allen's first films, if it's not his first, What's Up Tiger Lily? A song on here called POW, P-O-W. Theme from What's Up Tiger Lily is a great tune. They also resurrected Fishin' Blues from the first album on here. Otherwise, it's just, you know, usual soundtrack music. Nothing too exciting, but still cool to have. I think their best soundtrack album, though, was You're a Big Boy Now with the classic Darlin' Be Home Soon, one of Sebastian's best ballads. There's also a really cool instrumental on here called Lonely as well, which is fantastic. So that's pretty much it for their discography. If you want a really great compilation that has all the main hits and all the great deep cuts or album tracks, this is a great one that Rhino put out in 1990, just called Anthology. I don't think it's available anymore, but there's one out. It's been out since about 2000 on the Buddha label. It's just a compilation, pretty much mimics this entire sound, this entire track list here. So there you go. There's the Spoonful. Spoonful fans, leave your comments. Let me know what you think of the Spoonful and their albums. For all you guys who have subscribed, guys and gals, I appreciate it very much. If you like what you see, please press subscribe today. There'll be more content coming in the next week. I thank you very much, and you all take care. Bye-bye.